Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. Tonight we're bringing you some movies which later inspired animators at the Disney studios to pick up drawing pads and pens. This week's essential Beauty and the Beast was one. Our last film, Jungle Book, was another. And so was our next film, which is the superb and dramatic 1939 movie version of Victor Hugo's classic tale of the Hunchback of Notre Dame, which 57 years later Disney animated, doing so completely with a merry music score by Alan Menken and Stephen Schwartz. Now, there are no musical numbers in our version from 1939, none at all. It's one of many versions, though, of this story done over the years, including a very famous silent film version produced by Universal back in 1923, which had Lon Chaney in the title role, giving a performance which set a very high bar for all the actors who would later play the part of the Hunchback. And that includes Charles Laughton in our version. Now, at this point, Laughton was already considered one of the world's greatest actors. Laughton still feeling enormous pressure, living up to everybody's memory of Chaney in the part of the Hunchback. But Laughton was determined to make his own mark on the character. He was heavily involved in the look of the character of the Hunchback, something which took Laughton 2.5 hours each day to acquire. It required Laughton be wrapped, for instance, in latex and foam rubber to add the necessary rotund weight and size Laughton felt the part required. That would have been extremely uncomfortable to deal with under any circumstance, was especially nightmarish for Laughton because much of the movie was made during a great heat wave in Los Angeles. His efforts certainly paid off, though, because his Quasimodo is generally considered to be the definitive one that's yet been done on film. And it's certainly one of Laughton's most mesmerizing performances. And playing Esmeralda in our version is a 19-year-old Irish lassie Laughton had earlier discovered in Europe and put under personal contract. And that's the beautiful Maureen O'Hara, here making her Hollywood movie debut. So, directed by William Dieterle, here's the live-action 1939 version of a story later animated by Disney, The Hunchback of Notre Dame.